Now it's time for another You Ask, We Answer. Mark wants to know if the weather's changed in any form in the Chippewa Valley over the last 50 years. Our own meteorologist Justin Esterly dug into the data. Here he is with the answer.
The easiest way to answer this question is to look at temperature and precipitation averages over that 50 years to get an idea of the short-term climate changes here in Eau Claire. Now, looking back at the last 50 years, our average temperature graph shows that there has been a small increase in our average temperature, roughly 2 degrees, as shown by that salmon-colored line in the middle of your screen. But year in and year out, it has varied, as shown by the blue lines on the graph. Now, we've had some hot years, we've had some cold years. This is only the average trend since 1970. If we look at all the years that climate statistics have been kept for Eau Claire dating back to 1893, we see that there is almost no change. We've had swings both high and low, but the average of the averages is basically the same. We'll see a similar story for rain. In the last 50 years or so, we've seen an increase in average yearly rainfall of a few inches. But when we look back at the beginning of records, we see that there's only the slightest increase. Albeit still an increase, it's very small. The more data points we have to analyze, the smaller the change is likely to be. It may seem like a big change in the last 50 years, but overall, since the start of our records, the changes are rather small. A friendly reminder that the difference between weather and climate is just the difference in time. Weather is what the atmospheric conditions are and how they change on a daily basis, while climate is those daily weather conditions averaged and analyzed over a long period of time, usually a minimum of 30 years.